Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you and welcome back to my class. Students, last class we were discussing about the cell division and just we finished that interphase stage and we were talking about the mitosis, that what is mitosis and in which type of cell mitosis occurs, that we talked about. So this video is the continuation of that video. So students, I think you have understood that part of how in the interphase stage and interphase stage what functions occurred in the cell that we discussed. In the interphase stage, which is known as resting stage, is actually not a resting stage. In G1 phase, is gap 1 phase, we have seen some changes occurred, some functions occurred, the cell enlargement took place, and cell is getting ready for the DNA replication, and RNA and protein synthesis took place, that we have seen. And S phase, which is the largest phase, and in these three phases, and in that phase DNA replication took place, that we have seen, and cell growth continues. And similarly in G2 phase also some amount of RNA and protein synthesized, and cell enlargement continues. So it is actually not the resting stage. And in between after interphase, two M phase are there. That means mitosis is again having two phases. One is karyokinesis and second one is cytokinesis. Karyon means, I told you, karyon means nucleus, and the kinesis, that is means division. So nuclear division is taking place first, and secondly what is happening, cytokinesis, that means cytoplasm. After the nuclear division, cytoplasm also divide, and thus single cell again it forms two cells. That took place in mitosis. And about mitosis, when I told you the history, that it was discovered by Starsberger in plant cell, and Fleming discovered this in animal cell, and the term mitosis was given by Fleming. Mitos means thread, and oasis means state. So in this division we will see thread like structure, that is spindle fibers. So if spindle fibers are not formed, that is called amitosis, that we discussed in the previous class. So let's see now in this class what is mitosis or M phase. So it represents the actual cell division. So when cell division M phase represent this cell division, and in human cell cycle it lasts for only about an hour. So when the cycles, I explained you what is cell cycle. So when it is ready, the cell size enlarges and it is ready for division, and lastly it forms two daughter cells in mitosis. That whole process is known as cell cycle. So in the human cell, it ends up in about an hour. So in an hour it completes cycle. M phase, it completes M phase. And M phase includes karyokinesis and cytokinesis. So here this is shown in this slide. It is better shown that here karyokinesis is occurring. That means nucleus is going divided, and see, cytokinesis has not occurred at this site. Still the cytoplasm has to divide. So this is shown in this diagram, and only karyokinesis occurred. And in this diagram you can observe that completely two daughter cell 1 and daughter cell 2. So two progeny are formed in this diagram, you can see. So completely both karyokinesis and cytokinesis occurred, which are the two phases included in mitosis. So let's see the next. And some cell do not show division. That also I explained, but here when I started it again, I want to explain you again that some cell do not show division, that do not undergo division. So the example which is given here, heart cell, it do not undergo division. This is MCQ. I told you MCQ. Many other cells divide only occasionally to replace a damaged or dead cell, and other cell divide occasionally. They divide, not always they undergo division. Occasionally when it is required, if any damage occur, or thing has to regenerate that part, at that time only the division took place. So for the damage to replace the damaged cells or dead cells, in some cells division takes place. The cells that do not divide further, if suppose division is not going in that particular cell, then what happens? The cycle has started, but cell is not going to divide. Then it exits from the G1 phase. G1 phase, which is starting of the interphase stage, so it do not go to interphase stage. So it exits from G1 phase and enter an inactive stage. So it is entering into an inactive stage. The stage is inactive, functionally it will be active, but the stage is called inactive, and that stage is G0 stage. So it is entering into the G0, and it is known as quiescent stage G0. Such cells remain metabolically active, but it is entering into inactive stage, but do not proliferate. So this I think you understood this part. So this here you can see G1, this is gap 1 phase, and when it is not going to G1, then it is coming to the G0, exiting from the G1 phase, and it is coming to the G0 phase. Now let's see, it is the cell division occurring in somatic cell. So mitosis occur in which type of cell? Somatic cells, vegetative cell, and meiosis takes place in reproductive cells. But in somatic cells only mitosis takes place, but some germinal cells for the multiplication, in that cells also mitosis takes place. So, and it is also called as equational division. Why it is called as equational division? Equal means in this division what happens, when daughters are formed, progeny is formed, or you can say offsprings are formed. The two offsprings are formed from one mother cell. In mitotic division, how many offsprings are formed? Two offsprings are formed, and these two offsprings, these two daughters, are identical. They are similar like mother. Even the chromosome number, the DNA is similar, same thing. So they are identical like mother. So these are called equational. The number is also same, the equational division. As the number of chromosome in the parent and the progeny cells, progeny means daughter cells, is the same. Number of chromosomes in the parent, if the chromosome number in the parent is 2, then the daughters also have 2 number. This we will see whether this point is correct or not, we will see that is the same. So these are also known as equational division. So number 1 point, mitosis takes place in vegetative cells, in somatic cells. Number 1 point. Number 2 point, how many daughter cells are formed? 2 daughter cells are formed. Number 3rd point, it is called equational division because number of chromosome which is present in the parent cell, equal number of chromosomes are present in the daughter cells also. These 3 points you have to remember. And next thing, mitosis is generally seen in diploid cells. Some cells are haploid and diploid. Of course, some haploid cells also undergo mitotic division, but generally seen. So here generally word is there. But sometimes in exceptional cases, haploid cells also undergo mitotic division. So generally seen in diploid cells. I explained you haploid and diploid, what 1 set of chromosome and 2 sets of chromosome. It is also called in haploid cell of some lower plants. It occurs in haploid cells also. In some lower class plant, the haploid, and also some insects. So mitosis took place in haploid also. It involves major reorganization of all cell components. So cell components are reorganized when mitosis occurs. So see here, you can see this is parent cell, P parent cell, if I say parent cell, this stage in interphase stage, and from the interphase stage it comes to early prophase, again late prophase, again metaphase stage, anaphase stage, this is anaphase, and again come to 2 nuclear division took place and 2 daughter nuclei form here, and after that cytoplasm divide and cytokinesis occur and two daughter cell. Here two daughter nuclei formed, remember, but here two daughter cells are formed. So this thing we will observe in the next slides. Now mitosis. So mitosis, the karyokinesis of mitosis has 4 stages. So in the mitosis we have seen 2 stages are there. One is karyokinesis, nuclear division stage, and one is cytoplasmic division, cytoplasm division. So the first one is the karyokinesis in nucleus division. Remember student, pay attention when seeing this video, you have to pay more attention, then only you will understand that how chromosome divides, how it duplicate, how sister chromatids are formed, all these things, how centromere longitudinally divided, all these things you have to understand. So but of course very easy topic, if you just pay some attention you will understand. So the karyokinesis, that means nuclear division of the mitosis, has 4 stages. First stage is prophase, number 1 stage prophase, number 2 metaphase, number 3 anaphase, and number 4 telophase. So these are the 4 stages of karyokinesis, and here in this slide you can see these 4 stages. This is the first stage, early prophase stage. Again this is equatorial plate metaphase stage, late prophase stage. This is late prophase, this is early prophase, and this is metaphase. Again this is anaphase. So here you can see metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, mat. And PMAT, if you understand PMAT, P for prophase and MAT, mat. Metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And this is telophase. 2 daughter nuclei are formed in this phase. Now let's see the first prophase stage. What things happen in the prophase stage? If you see this diagram, it is the longest phase in the mitosis. In the mitosis, in the karyokinesis, this is the longest phase. So what happens in this phase? We will see. The tangled chromatin fibers condense to chromosome. In interphase stage, we have seen that chromosomes are arranged in thread-like structure. Interphase stage, if you remember the interphase stage, in the interphase stage, the chromosomes are, this is nucleolus, this is nucleolus, this is chromosome, this is nucleus, and here these are thread-like structures are present. So this is the arrangement of interphase stage. The chromatins are thread-like, network-like manner. So if you see, the tangled chromatin fiber condense to chromosome. So that means the network-like structure, the chromatin network which is present in the nucleus, that start condensing, that becomes short to chromosome, and then it is considered as chromosome. So okay, chromatin thread-like structures it becomes condensed in size, and it is considered as chromosome. And the chromosome structure we remember, 2 arms are there, and in the middle centromere is present, and that we will see. The nucleolus is seen attached to the chromosome. Nucleolus, which is present in the deeply stained body, the deeply stained spherical structure which is present in the nucleus. We have seen the structure of nucleus. So nucleolus is seen attached to the chromosome at the nucleolar organizer. The secondary constriction in the chromosome, first constriction near the middle centromere, and the second constriction is there, which is called nucleolar organizer. There it is attached, the nucleolus part is attached there. So here you can see these are condensed. So number of chromosome you remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. We started with 4, and the same number of chromosome we will see in the daughter cell. See students, this you have to remember here. We have started here with 4 chromosomes. So number 1 chromosome, number 2, for your better understanding I am explaining this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 chromosomes are there. You can see two red and two, of course this is the staining, of course four chromosomes are there, and the same four chromosome we will see after in the daughter cell also, because the number of chromosome will not change. This is the early prophase structure. So what happens in the, see again another slide, it will be explained very well. Chromatid condense becoming chromosome, same thing, we are talking about only early prophase. After the interphase stage, in the interphase the chromatins are present in thread like structure. So here what happens in early prophase, that chromatids condense becoming chromosomes. So chromatins are condensed here and it form chromosomes. Nucleolus disappear, it is attached to the nucleolar organizer. Nucleolus disappear. Centriole separate and start moving to opposite ends of the cell. Centriole, see here a centriole part is there, this is called centriole, and it splits, and these centriole again it is moving in the, you remember, you see this diagram and understand this centriole, here is one centriole at one pole, and the second centriole is started moving, it is started migrating to reach the next opposite pole. So what is here that explaining, centriole separate, get separated and start moving to opposite ends of the cell. That means two, in the animal cell we will find this, two centrioles, one is at this pole and one is at this pole. So in the early prophase it start moving, this centriole is start moving and it has to reach here. These things happen. Spindle fibers begins to form from the centriole, small fibers start, asters we will say, and then the next late prophase we will see small spindle fibers start forming. So a spindle begins to form. These things happens in the early prophase. So network like structure become condensed chromosomes, and the nucleolus disappear, and the centriole separates, centriole gets separated, and one centriole remains at this pole and the second centriole comes to this pole. So and before coming to this pole it start migrating, and spindle also begins to form. Next, late prophase. In late prophase what things happen? See, we have started with 4, I told you, you remember this. So here how many number, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 chromosomes are there. See here the doubling started, duplicate, here second chromatid is formed, so sister chromatid is formed. So we will see in each chromosome, we will see that here, and this is attached with the centromere. Each chromosome splits into 2 chromatids attached together at the centromere. That I am telling that this is one chromosome. First we have seen there is only one chromosome like this. Later on in this stage what happens? Second, it splits and it forms second chromatids, and these two are attached with centromere. So condensation of chromosome continues. So it is getting condensed, that part is going on, and in animal cells the centriole moves to opposite poles in the animal cell, and that I showed you in another diagram. That here it is not present, again I will show you. So if here centriole is there and it started moving, it splitted, and one centriole remains here and one centriole comes at this pole. So here in animal cell the centriole moves to opposite poles. They radiate out astral rays. Astral rays means from the centriole small fiber like structures, small rays like structures are coming, which is known as astral rays. And so along with its centriole pair is called aster. Astral rays, and along with centriole, from the centriole, here centriole is not there, but this is centriole part, and from this part astral rays are coming. So these two together, what astral rays and centriole, these two together pair, these pair form aster. What is aster? See here it is also an MCQ point, you have to note. What is aster? Aster means astral rays with the centriole, that part is called aster. Two aster move to opposite poles and start spindle formation, and these two asters move to opposite pole. Centriole moves to opposite pole, and then spindle fiber formation. Mitosis thread, the spindle has to form here, so the spindle formation start forming. The nuclear envelope, nucleolus, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum disappear. Very important thing, student. When in the interphase stage we have seen the nuclear membrane is there, and nuclear membrane is double membranous with small pores that we have seen in the structure of nucleus. With these small pores, nuclear membrane is there. That membrane separate the cytoplasm from the nucleus inside the inside part. So it is that membrane was present at the interphase stage. So what changes taking place in the prophase stage you have to remember, because in the prophase what is taking place, telophase is just opposite to that. Remember student, telophase is just opposite to prophase. So here once again I am telling you, in interphase stage nucleus membrane is there, but when it reaches to prophase, late prophase, by the time late prophase comes, nuclear membrane disappear, number 1 point. Number 2 point, nucleolus, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, all these membrane bound structure disappear. Even if it is not mentioned, you have to remember this, that at the time of prophase all the membrane bound structure disappear. And spindle fiber originate from the microtubular proteins, tubulin, spindle fibers start originating. So in the prophase stage what we have observed, first point, the condensation of chromosome, the chromatin network, which is like a chromatin thread which is present in the interphase stage, that was condensed and it formed chromosome, and that chromosome again it splits and it forms chromatids and it is attached with the centromere. The number 1 point. Number 2 point, nuclear membrane disappears, nucleolus disappear, all membrane, Golgi apparatus and endoplasmic reticulum, everything disappears, and nucleolus which is present at the nuclear organizer, that all the things disappear. What happens? And centriole splits and astral rays are formed, and with centriole and astral rays we said this is aster, and again spindle formation is taking place. So all these things happened in early prophase and late prophase. Here also you can see the same thing which I explained you. The nuclear membrane, this is animal cell, because here 2 centrioles are present. I am putting both animal cell and plant cell. So first you have seen centriole is not there, so that was the plant cell. Here you can see centriole is there, that is animal cell. The nuclear membrane fragments and microtubules invade the nuclear area. Centrioles have moved to opposite poles. Here you can see centrioles move. The spindles is completely formed. So spindle fibers are formed. I hope you understood spindle fibers. So prophase, early prophase and late prophase, the changes we have seen. Now we will see how these chromosomes are arranged. So in the prophase, if you see the chromosome, in late prophase what happened? In the early prophase we have seen the formation of chromosomes, and in the late prophase we have seen these chromosomes are, spindle fibers are formed. So this is spindle fiber. You can observe there are 2 types of spindle fibers present. One is continuous, this fiber is continuous fiber, continuous fiber, and it is also known as interpolar fiber. Why it is called interpolar? Because this fiber is present from this end to this end. 2 poles are here. From this pole to this pole, a continuous fiber is present. So this fiber is known as continuous fiber, or we can say interpolar fiber. 2 names are there. You can say interpolar fiber. So 2 types of fibers I have told you. One is this type, and in one type you can observe these fibers are connected with centromere. So here with sister chromatids the chromosomes are present. So these fibers are connected with the centromere of the chromosome. So discontinuous fiber. Why it is discontinuous? Because chromosome is in here present, so it is becoming discontinuous. So these fibers are attached with the chromosome. The fibers which is attached with the chromosome, those fibers are called discontinuous fiber, or another name is there, discontinuous fiber. So and this is also known as chromosomal fiber, or you can say chromosomal fiber. So two types of fiber we are observing. One fiber is coming from this pole to this pole, and it is not attached with the chromosome. But there are some fibers which are attached with the chromosome, centromere of the chromosome. So the fibers which are attached with the centromere of the chromosome, we call them discontinuous fiber or chromosomal fiber, and these continuous, or you can say interpolar fibers. So two types of fibers are formed, and chromosomes are present attached with that. Now what happens in the second phase, metaphase phase? In the metaphase phase, you can see that here this is the transition phase to metaphase. It is coming to metaphase. Here you can observe we started with 4 chromosomes. I told you, here you can observe 1, 2, 3, 4. The number you remember here. For your understanding only I am telling you. The many number of chromosomes are there. But to make you understand that the number of chromosomes are equal number of, the parent has 4, if the number of chromosomes, the daughter also have that much number of chromosomes. So that is called equational division. To make you understand that, I am telling. So here we can observe that all the 4 chromosomes are present on the equatorial plate. How it reached to equatorial plate? Let's see. Because continuously they are attached with the spindle fiber. So and they reach to the plate in the so nuclear envelope completely disintegrate. Of course, in the prophase stage only we have seen that nuclear membrane, the nuclear envelope disappears, disintegrates, you can say, or disappears. Hence the chromosome spread through the cytoplasm of the cell. So the nuclear membrane is not there. There is no barrier, because nuclear membrane is a barrier between the things which is present in the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So when nuclear membrane is not there, these chromosomes are present in the cytoplasm, spread through the cytoplasm of the cell. I hope you understood. Chromosome condensation is completed. Chromosome condensation already it occurred in prophase stage only. They can be studied easily under the microscope. When it is not like thread, it can be easily visible in microscope. They will have 2 sister chromatids. We are seeing there 2 sister chromatids are 1 and 2, so sister chromatids are present. Now in metaphase stage, what happens? Chromosome come to lie at the equator, same plane. All the chromosome reach at the equator. In the metaphase, this thing we have to remember. What is happening in the metaphase? All the chromosome come to lie at the equator. Equator, this is equatorial plate. They on this plate it is arranged. The plane of alignment of the chromosomes at metaphase is called metaphase plate. All these are aligning here, all these are coming here, so assembling. So this is called metaphase plate. And the spindle fibers from both the pole are connected to the chromatids by their kinetochores. So that I explain you that these spindle fibers, chromosomal fibers, we can say discontinuous fibers, are attached, connected. See, here also I can explain in another diagram. This is chromosome, and these are sister chromosome. This is chromosome, and this is pole. From this pole, spindle fiber is coming, and at the centromere a disc-like structure is present. I explained you in the structure of chromosome, which is known as kinetochore. So these spindle fibers are attached to the kinetochore. Similarly, here also kinetochore is present, and this is attached with the spindle fiber of this pole. So like in this manner, all the chromosome, we started with 4, so we draw here 4. So here 1, 2, similarly. This is kinetochore, and this is attached, and same in this way it is attached here. So these are 4 chromosomes attached. So they are attached with the centromere of the kinetochore. Kinetochore of the centromere, these spindle fibers are attached. So the spindle fibers from both the poles are connected to the chromatids by their kinetochore in the centromere. I hope you understood it, student. If you do not understand, it will be very tough for you. So if you understood how the chromosomes have sister chromatids, and in the middle centromere is present, and both the side kinetochores are present, and spindle fibers are attached from the to the kinetochores. So now metaphase, in this structure also you can see centriole is present, and kinetochore, the spindle fibers are attached. This is, and this is continuous fiber, so no chromosome is present. Here also kinetochore and spindle fibers are attached. These are sister chromatids. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is centromere, and this is kinetochore. So like this manner it is attached, and this fiber which is not attached with the chromosome, it is called continuous fiber. So chromosomes are aligned at the metaphase plate. They are present on a plate, which is known equatorial plate or metaphase plate. Centriole move at a polar end. Centriole already moved, and the spindle fibers to connect each chromosome. Spindle fibers are connecting. Now let's see what is anaphase stage. In anaphase stage, now the spindle fibers start pulling the chromosome towards its poles. So here you can observe. This is, if we consider this early anaphase, this is late anaphase. So in this stage, you can observe here that spindle fibers started pulling. So the chromosomes are separated. Here the sister chromatids are separated, and again some are reaching to these poles, and some are reaching to that pole. Here you can, in the late prophase, it is completely reached to this pole, and that one went to that pole. So it is the shortest phase. First point you have to remember, this is the shortest phase in the mitosis, and centromere of each chromosome divides. How they get separated? They are actually arranged in this manner. This manner. Here kinetochore, here kinetochore present. This is centromere. At the kinetochore, this side spindle fiber and this side spindle fiber present. So how they get separated? The centromere splits, and when the centromere splits, what happens? These two chromatids are separated. So splitting of centromere happened here. Centromere splits longitudinally, and this chromosome is pulled to this pole, and that one to that pole. It is the shortest phase in the mitosis. Centromere of each chromosome divides longitudinally. That I am telling you, that it is the centromere is dividing longitudinally, resulting in the formation of 2 daughter chromatids. That means these 2 daughter chromatids, sister chromatids, are separated when they are attached with the centromere. The centromere again divided in longitudinally into 2 parts, and one part is reaching here, and one part is going to that pole. As the spindle fiber contract, that means spindle fiber contraction taking place, it is pulling. So as the spindle fibers contract, the chromatids move from the equator to the opposite poles. So they are arranged on the equatorial plate, but when it gets the spindle fibers which are attached with the kinetochore of the centromere, they are start pulling. So they get separated, and fibers contract, the chromatids move from the equatorial to opposite pole. So they are reaching to their opposite poles. And in this late anaphase, we can observe that it has completely reached almost. So here also you can see separation. The paired chromosome sister chromatids separates. Same thing, separated chromatids move to opposite pole, and partial division of cytoplasm starts. Here you have to remember, in animal cell, what happens? Constriction starts at the anaphase only. In the animal phase, what happens? The cell, this is the nuclear part, so the cell constriction start at this phase only, like this. So partial division of cytoplasm begins. So to constriction we will observe. Of course, we do not concentrate on that, so we do not observe that. Only we see the nuclear division only, karyokinesis. But at the anaphase, late anaphase stage only, it is not demarcated, but from the late anaphase stage only, the constriction start and cytoplasmic division, partial division starts. Now telophase. In the telophase, what formed? All the spindle fibers contracted, and here one daughter nuclei is formed here and here. So again, I told you that the telophase is just opposite to the prophase. In the prophase, we have seen the nuclear membrane disappear, the envelope disappear, and we have seen all membrane bound structures, that Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus, everything disappeared, that we have seen. In the telophase stage, all these things again reappear. So here you remember, chromosomes cluster at opposite poles, number 1 point. In anaphase stage, we have seen chromosomes reached, some sister chromosome reached to that pole, and some sister chromatids or daughter chromatids reached to this pole. So these chromosomes are separated, and the fibers uncoiled, and these are chromosomes uncoiling started. They are in the condensed form. Again decondensation started. That means they become, again they form like thread-like structure, and nuclear envelope assembles around the chromatin fibers. So nuclear membrane is again formed, that I told you. Here you can see again nuclear membrane reappeared, and with the nuclear membrane what is formed? Nucleolus, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, the spindle fibers. Again what the spindle fiber disappears, and all these things reappear. Spindle fiber which is formed at the time of prophase, that disappear, and the remaining thing which disappeared at the time of prophase, they reappear. So telophase is the opposite of prophase. Students, I think all of you have understood this. If anyone has not understand, if you do not understand, you can call me and ask me. I will clear this thing. That in the prophase stage what things has happened. Similarly in metaphase, we have seen the chromosomes are arranged on the equatorial plate, and in anaphase, which is the shortest pole, again it is pulled to the daughter chromatids are pulled to the poles, and in telophase completely the chromosome decondensation started, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, Golgi body, all the structures again reappeared, and disappeared spindle fibers disappeared. So this is how karyokinesis took place. Now let's see how cytokinesis occurred, and this is also the telophase. So nuclear division, two daughter nuclei are formed here, and you can see thread-like structures. We have started with 4. I will show you how for the nuclear envelope reforms, spindle fiber disappears. Now cytokinesis. It is the division of cytoplasm resulting in the formation of 2 daughter cells. So same 2 nuclei are formed, but 2 cells have to form here. So 2 daughter cells, how 2 daughter cells are formed? When the division occurs in cytoplasm. So it is the division of cytoplasm resulting in the formation of 2 daughter cells. If the cytoplasm divides, then only 2 daughter cells are formed. It starts when telophase in progress. Actually in the anaphase stage only, in animal we have seen the constriction start, and it separates the cell division. But it is a different type in animal and plant cell. So in animal cell cytokinesis, here a cleavage furrow is appeared. You can see here 2 nuclei are formed by karyokinesis, a cleavage. So this constriction start forming from the peripheral side. Remember student what I am telling, then only it will be easy for you to understand. In animal, the constriction starts first, and again this become deeper and it reaches to the center, and this is how these 2 cells are get separated. So it starts from periphery and then it goes to center. The constriction starts from periphery, and then it becomes slowly comes to deeper, and then it separates the cytoplasm into 2 parts, and here 2 daughter cells are formed. Here 2 daughter. And in plant cell what happens? In animal cell we have seen that type of cytoplasmic division. In it is different. You can see here a plate is formed. Actually this is how two nuclei are formed. In this, if we draw like this, two nuclei are formed. This is two nuclei after karyokinesis, and a plate is formed by vesicle of Golgi apparatus, and this is from in the center. Again this goes to peripheral. So let's see. It is different from cytokinesis in animal cell due to the presence of cell wall. In the animal cell, cell wall is not present, but plant cell we will see cell wall is there. So it is different type. The cytoplasmic division is different type. In plant cell, the vesicle formed from the Golgi bodies accumulate. In the Golgi body we have seen vesicle-like structure. So these vesicles accumulate at the center. So these are the vesicles which are accumulated in the center. It goes outward and meets the lateral wall. Then this accumulation slowly it goes to the outward direction. Here you can see. And then it forms a wall-like structure. This vesicle goes outward direction and it forms a wall-like structure. Later the cell plate becomes the middle lamella. So this is how a cell plate is formed and it becomes middle lamella. Middle lamella, cell wall structure, primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, middle lamella, these structure we have seen only we can observe only in plant cell. So in animal cell there is no wall, only cell membrane is there. So what happens? There a constriction appear in the membrane and it becomes deeper and then it separates the cytoplasm. But here in plant cell, cell wall is there. So in the how do it separate cytoplasmic content? Two nuclei are already divided with chromosomes. So here Golgi body forms a vesicle-like structure, and this vesicle accumulation starts, and it from the center it goes to periphery and it forms a plate-like structure, and thus that's how middle lamella is formed, and it separates the cytoplasmic content into two daughter cells. During cytokinesis, organelles like mitochondria and plastid get distributed. Again assemblage, all the cell organelles assemblage and between the daughter cell. So in the daughter cell these cell organelles are again formed, the plastids are formed, the mitochondria are formed, other cell organelles also assemble. In some organism karyokinesis is not followed by the cytokinesis, but there are some organisms in which karyokinesis is not followed. That means nuclear division is taking place but cytoplasmic division is not taking place. As a result, multinucleate condition. Naturally, if cytoplasm is not division is not happening, then the cell is having multinuclear structure. 1 to 2 nuclei form, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. So number of nuclei can form. Liquid endosperm in coconut. We have seen the structure in endosperm, liquid part of the endosperm. I hope all of you have understood, students. This is the cytokinesis. Animal cell, a cleavage furrow separates the daughter cell. Plant cell, a cell plate separates the cell plate which is formed by the Golgi body vesicle. This you have to remember. And these daughter cells are genetically identical. See, this is the steps. In the beginning, we have seen thread-like structure. Again, they form daughter chromatids. Again, they are arranged on the equatorial plate. This is the late prophase stage. This is early prophase stage. They are arranged in equatorial plate and in metaphase stage. In anaphase, they are pulled by the spindle fiber, that is anaphase, and in telophase, they get separated. The two nuclei are formed here. Again, nuclear membrane is formed, and cytokinesis, two cells are formed. If cytokinesis do not occur, two nuclei are there, and they form again many nuclei structure. So multinucleate condition forms. Now let's see what is the significance of mitosis. What is the importance? So what happens? It produces diploid daughter cell with identical genome. Of course, daughter cells are formed. Mitosis takes place. Daughter cells are formed. First point, identical daughter cell, and it helps to retain some chromosome number in all somatic cells. So vegetative cells, it retains the same number of chromosomes and it helps in the growth. So number 1 point, daughter cell, identical daughter cells are formed and chromosome numbers are retained, and growth occurs Due to this, growth occurs in multicellular organism, growth takes place. And in unicellular organism, in lower class plants, reproduction, it helps in reproduction also. So it process is called reproduction. So in lower class plants, whereas in higher plant, the growth and regeneration is taking place by mitosis. So it restores the nucleocytoplasmic ratio that distributed due to cell growth, and it helps in cell repair and replacement. That also I told you in the beginning. It repairs the cell if anything damaged, that is repaired by the division, cell division, and cells, the upper layer of the epidermis, lining of the gut and blood cells, anything, any part of the plant, if it damaged, then it is repaired by the cell division. I hope all of you have understood this, that the steps. So let's see some of important definition. Spindle fiber. What is spindle fiber? One of the network of filaments that extend inward from the pores. From the centriole, fiber, astral rays, spindle fibers are formed, and I discussed to you about two types of fiber. Actually, there are three types of fibers, students. One is interzonal fiber is also present. In the first, there are only two types of fiber, but in anaphase stage, if you see the anaphase stage, this is the anaphase stage. Here it is not showing, but in anaphase stage, what happens? This fiber is also formed. So when splitting of centromeres taking place, that means two daughter chromatids are get separated. At that time also fibers are formed. That is called interzonal fibers. In between two centromere, a fiber is formed. Otherwise, there are two types, continuous and discontinuous. So, and the centromere, the most condensed and constricted region of a chromosome to which the spindle fiber is attached during mitosis. Centromere is, this is chromosome, and this is daughter, this is chromosome. This part is called centromere. So here kinetochore is present, this part kinetochore is present, and when fibers pull this centromere to this side and this fiber to this, then these two get separated. One reaches to this end and another one reaches to this end. So this is how. The most condensed and constricted region of centrosome, so this is of chromosome to which the spindle fiber, so this is called centromere, and the disc which is present is called kinetochore. What is chromatin and chromatid? Chromatin, a complex of nucleic acid and proteins. Now, complex of nucleic acid and proteins, primary histones in the cell nucleus that stain readily with the basic dyes and condenses to form chromosome. That means the thread or net-like structures. Simply, if I say the thread and net-like structures are called chromatin, and the chromatids, either of the two daughter strands of a replicated chromosome that are joined by a single centromere. Better explain, these structures are called chromatins. These thread like simple, in a simple way I explain you. And chromatids means, these are chromatids. That means one, this is one and this is one. So condensed, in a condensed chromosome, either of the two daughter strands of a replicated chromosome, these are replicated chromosome and two strands, one of these are called chromatids, joined by a single centromere. Of course, this is joined by a single centromere and separate during cell division. Now, chromosome. Chromosome thread-like gene carrying bodies in the nucleus. Chromosome we know, and chromosome are composed primarily of DNA and protein. They are visible only under magnification during certain stages of cell division that we explained. The equatorial plane, the plane that contain all of the centromeres and their spindle attachments during metaphase. What is equatorial plane? At that time, the all the centromeres came the plate at that plate, and their spindles are attached to the stage, and it is seen in the metaphase of mitosis. And kinetochore fibers, specialized region in the centromere of the chromosome. Kinetochore means the disc-shaped structure. This is the centromere and this is kinetochores, and these are two chromatids. So this part is centromere and these are called kinetochores. So students, I hope all of you have understood. The topic is very, very interesting. So say in the cell division, in the mitotic division, we have seen it has started with the interphase, which is called resting stage also, and in that we have seen G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase, and those in those cells which do not undergo division like heart cells, they exit from the G1 phase and it is called G0 phase that we've seen, and many things is happening in the interphase. After interphase, M phase started. In M phase also there are two things we have seen, two main parts. One is karyokinesis and second one is cytokinesis, that means nuclear division and cytoplasmic division. And in karyokinesis, again it is of 4 steps, it contains 4 steps: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, and cytokinesis. We have seen all these things, and I hope all of you have understood this topic and you enjoyed this topic very well. It is also there in 10th class, so it is not a new chapter actually for you. So till we in the next class we will see the meiosis, like cell division, meiotic type of cell division. So till then, take care of yourself.